Welcome, my dear, dear friends. We are Semaine. We send you the light of Sirius, that star system holding aspects of God consciousness for your planet, your solar system, and your species. May you fill up with this light so that you can radiate it outward unto all who may receive it. Good. Now, my friends, we hope that this recording finds you well and that you are able to find some moments of equilibrium so that you can connect to those higher portions of your being and bring through those higher vibrational energies, which you can then step down to utilize in any way that you find for your highest good or the highest good of the planet. We are monitoring your energies, and of course we, meaning ourselves as well as the beings of light, the masters, guides, healers, and teachers on the inner planes. And we are noticing that there is a certain golden hue collectively that is coming from those light workers whom we are connected to. It is a type of light that is showing that all of you collectively have been quite diligent in connecting to universal light and love. But there is an aspect of this which we find quite interesting, and we wanted to discuss with you today, and that is universal wisdom. Wisdom, of course, is an aspect of love that takes it into a different octave, not a higher one, but a parallel one. And it is represented by some great beings that hold that energy, that really truly are that energy which they impart throughout the universe. And this wisdom is very important as it goes hand in hand with universal love. It is a very powerful energy, and one that you seem to be bringing through quite clearly these days. And so we wanted to let you know about that achievement. Now, this may be playing out in your lives in different ways. You may find that in conjunction with the universal love, you are experiencing inspiration, which itself is another aspect when you marry these two. You may be getting ideas, maybe for new directions in your life, or ideas for things that you could do, projects, or perhaps something that you've been wanting to do, but you have heretofore not had the knowledge to implement it. And now suddenly you seem to be having ideas, that the knowledge is coming to you effortlessly. That is another manifestation of this. You may be receiving messages from your guides or the beings of light. If you are a healer, you may be receiving new healing energies, but also information about how best to utilize and manifest those healing energies on the physical plane. All of these experiences are part of the benefit, if you will, of having this universal wisdom that you can easily tap into. And yes, it is a spiritual gift. You may find as time goes on that this will increase. One of the aspects is a building up of your nascent intuition, meaning the intuition that you already have, just as a gift of being a spiritual being inhabiting a physical body. Of course, it tends not to be activated in most humans, but with these energies present and this universal wisdom that you have been gaining and creating, now that nascent intuition is becoming more activated and more conscious within you. Now, we did speak previously of how this is occurring across the entire species, but many are not prepared for the onslaught of new information that this intuition brings about. What you as light workers can do, and to a degree already are doing, is transmitting to those, continuing to transmit the higher energies of universal love to help smooth out any negative reactions they may be having to what is essentially their own growth, their own transformation. And in some ways, providing them with some of the wisdom that you have been generating through your own processes, so that they can begin to understand at least what is happening. And they may also be opening more to their own guidance thanks to your transmissions. What we see in the future is that individuals will more and more connect to their own higher wisdom, whether that be their higher self or soul, spirit, their own entity, or other entities, meaning guides, masters, healers, and teachers, beings of light who are here to assist you from the higher planes. More and more individuals will be connected to that inner wisdom. And collectively sharing that wisdom among each other. And so what you will have are whole societies of mankind that will begin to evolve rapidly as this occurs. Now, right now, we are still in the beginning of that process. And because of that, you may not, upon observation, see the evidence of this playing out. Again, we have said very clearly that there is much that is unconscious that is in the process of becoming conscious. And this is a type of clearing that must be done in order for this type of planetary wisdom to manifest. And so even you, as light workers, are still working on your own personal issues. And this is part of the process. And we want to say that you, because of your wisdom and your connection to these higher energies, are leading the way for the rest of your brethren. For as you continue to clear your energies, as you continue to work through your own issues and raise them into the light of consciousness, you are creating a type of energy that supports the rest of mankind and makes it easier for them to go through the process themselves. It is similar to the 100th monkey type of explanation, where once 100 monkeys learn a skill, meaning the same skill, then all of the monkeys on the planet suddenly are able to have this skill without having to learn it. And so energetically, you are providing the same type of energetic support for the rest of mankind. And yes, you are leading the way. You are at the vanguard of this type of experience. And so, as always, we heartily encourage you to work on your personal development as well as your spiritual development. As you do this, and as more and more people are able to do this through your energetic support, then you will find that eventually you will see whole groups and societies that will be transforming very quickly. Now, some of the things that have been occurring on the planet have also brought about this change. For, as with any challenge, you, as a species, are learning lessons from them. Now, of course, these challenges are not necessarily pleasant to go through. But as you do, as you learn from these experiences, you're going to find that it will bring through even more of this inner wisdom, and that it will manifest more clearly on the earth plane. And more people collectively will be able to access it. And the changes that will come out of it will be quite transformative. Now, we cannot put a time length on this, for it is a process that will occur basically when it occurs. And so, my friends, believe us when we say that you are developing, that things are shifting, and that you are clearly on this path of ascension. It is occurring. We would say have faith, but a better way to respond is to tell you to look at the energy. Observe the energy, the underlying energy of what is going on and following it into the future. And you will see that the paths are leading toward enlightenment among humankind. Again, it is not an easy process, and you, we will say as a species, have chosen one of the most difficult ways to achieve ascension. However, your success will create a great light among your planet and your species. It would be as if you are going through a very challenging course of study. And once you are through with it, you find that you have great skills that you have gained. Well, you will gain great spiritual power from this process. And so, my friends, we felt that it was important to discuss this universal wisdom that you are generating collectively. And we heartily encourage you and support you as you continue through this process of ascension. And so we leave you with these words and with that Syrian God consciousness. May you fill up with this light so that you can radiate it outward unto all who may receive it. Good day for now, my loving friends.